All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here, everybody, get in here. It's time to get into some things, all right? So, but before we get into some things, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, FashionNova, for this beautiful tank top or cutoff shirt or sleeveless shirt. Today, they keep me loose, they keep me fit, and it makes me feel a little bit more slim. Let me hike my jeans up. All right. Oh, the jeans is FashionNova too. You know what I'm saying? Cute little Sunday fit for the kid right there. Give me a little body in it. You know what I mean? Jeans is good. Very, very comfortable. Fit really good. It's really hard for me to like people that know me know like my crutches are like my hat and my jackets. So when I find shirts that I like, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. And so thank God I like this one because I don't like all the shirts. But this one fit good. Made me feel good. So I was like, all right. We can rock with this. I'm not gonna do a hoodie today, and I'm not gonna do a jacket today. I'm gonna do the cutoff. So yeah. So shout out to FashionNova for the cute little cutoff, whatever little light 1-2. Make sure you guys hit the link in my bio, for the jeans or the top or whatever. You know what I'm saying. So shout out to FashionNova for the t-shirt and the jeans, baby. And thank you, FashionNova, for trusting me to keep my audience lit. All right. But let's get into some things. All right, so Queen Radio. There is honestly not much to say about Queen Radio other than the fact that Queen Radio was an absolute train wreck. Queen Radio was a train wreck for many reasons. Of course, the main reason, we thought she was going to get into some things, and she never did, which I didn't think she was going to get into some things. I knew that she was not going to, but that wasn't the only reason why Queen Radio was a train wreck. Okay. But before we get into that, here is Nicki here on Queen Radio doing her thug thizzle. Wasn't my favorite look. Like the wet hair. Not a real big fan of her fashion choices lately. Like here, didn't love that. Couldn't stand the shoe. And I thought that kick in the shoe was very erratic. Some people were saying that they feel like she was, whatever. I don't like to put that stuff on people, so I won't go there. But she did have a lot of erratic, manic behavior during that. So that wasn't my favorite kind of thing. And all the extra winding and stuff. It's just kind of like, girl, I'm not really sure who you're trying to appeal to right now. You are a woman of a particular age at this point. You can still dance and have fun, but like, girl, stop trying to be like Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not giving that. We're probably not trying to see that. We just want you to be a boss and be dope. Have a little fun, but girl, like, I don't know. Just be a little bit more fluid in the movement for me. But anyway, let's get into why Queen Radio was a mess. First of all, Queen Radio has not been the same since it has left Apple Music. The listener experience is a mess. I don't know about you. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi, but I have pretty good Wi-Fi here, I believe. I pay for the premium Wi-Fi. I got 1,000 megs download. I got like 50 megs upload. So I mean, I got a lot of bandwidth here. But Amp, first of all, I don't like that it felt like it kept cutting off, kicking me out. Okay. I don't like that I can't go on Twitter or I can't go on YouTube or I can't go on Instagram for longer than a couple of seconds. And then it cuts off sometimes. Sometimes it stays on, sometimes it don't. The audio is not as crisp. The songs, when DJ Booth was playing the songs, did not feel like it was an HD 4K audio. Or however or 128 or 198 Mbps, whatever that is. But then when the sound effects got on, they were blowing my ears out. It was a mess. It was a mess. Amp, for them to have that money, for them to be paying Nicki Minaj, they need to build a studio. They need to have a better production. It needs to be much clearer. I get it. She can go on there anytime she wants, but Apple Music is so clear, so prestige, so premium, and so just crystal clear. It's just ridiculous. So that was the first thing. The listener experience was a mess, especially the fact that I felt like I can't scroll and do other things without being in fear that it goes quiet and it just stopped, or I'd have missed something, or I got a phone call and it just stops. That was the first thing. That's why I don't really like it. But then two, the time got pushed back from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We had to listen to DJ Boo for over an hour and a half. Then Nicki Minaj gets on there. Hell, there was at some point, it wasn't the app being quiet. She was turning the mics off and turning the mics on and muting the mics. She got on there and said a bunch of nothing. Did everything I said she would do. Talking baby code, play songs that we're supposed to decode as to who she's talking about, and we're supposed to, pick the song that she played and somehow pick the person that she was talking about using that song and build a narrative. Girl, no. Nobody's finna do that. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could, but I'm not finna do that. You had a whole rollout, billboard, had everybody listening and watching and did all of that just to waste people's time. And then to have about 40 to 50 niggas in there, which you probably only knew 4 or 5 of them. We didn't care about any of them. The entire time she spent cutting the mic off, talking about chicken, hungry, telling people to turn their phones off, asking people what was going on, reading comments from Minaj Mirage, Onika Loves Towel, Red Ruby the Sleeves 8888, Chun-Li 2019, and a bunch of unnecessary bullshit. Queen Radio is trash. Period. And we get fooled every time because I feel like I keep going, and maybe, just maybe this one time she will do something and entertain us. But she every time says nothing. She didn't even release a new record. Bump the drama. She didn't even release Differences. We got no new record. We got nothing. So I'm not understanding what the point of this Queen Radio was. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. This Queen Radio was supposed to deflect from Kenneth Petty being on house arrest. Imagine that. You had the world listening to try to deflect from your husband being an idiot and having to be on house arrest. That's what this was. A waste of time. And this is when I get very disappointed in Nicki Minaj, and I just feel like this is where people be like, well, you don't like Nicki. This is the side of her that I do not like. Because I see a lot of people in the comments saying, oh, you trash her, but once she drops a record, you'll be back sucking her dick. Well, I like the artist Nicki Minaj. Onika Tanya, the wife, the regular person, I probably could do without. Because it's dumb. You're literally up here saying absolutely nothing. You've got this man making you look crazy. Then what you're going to do is go out here and try to defend him indirectly, support him indirectly, and try to cause a diversion as if we all did not see what just went on within the last 24 hours, hell, within the last week. I hate that I have to get online and talk about this stupid stuff. I don't want to talk about her man and the drama that they got going on. I'd rather be talking about Big Differences and breaking down those lyrics and talking about, the video that dropped to Big Differences or anything like that. But the fact that we have to talk about this trash Queen Radio and the fact that her personal life keeps becoming a thing because she's aligned herself with a man who is worthless and nothing, and is nothing but a liability to her brand, is crazy because she's going to stick beside him because somewhere deep down deep down inside, she probably has some daddy issues. It's really unfortunate to see a woman with all that power, all that strength, all that money, and she used the word power, be so weak. As smart as she is, as clever as she is, her Achilles heel is clearly men. She's definitely not very smart in that direction. You've let this man pierce a hole in your whole balloon of success, an empire that you built. It's a big one, big balloon, but there's a little hole and air is coming out of it. And you're allowing it. You know it's there. You want it there. And that is what's crazy to me. And while I think that she has really done her thing in her career and really made a huge imprint, why would you then go and let someone suck the energy, suck the air out of everything that you've built? That's so stupid to me. But then we'll get online and act like you're the smartest woman in the world. And that's pretty much what she was saying in Queen Radio. She's so smart. She uses all this for marketing. She knows all of this, and this is all a strategic plan. This ain't no damn plan. Stop playing with us, girl. We're not dumb. This is no plan. This is the reaction to what's going on. You made this whole moment to divert from the fact that your man is an idiot. And then want to sit up here and say, we got into some things. The barbs that get it, they get it. The ones that get, no, you save it. You save the barbs that get it, forget it, for your random lives. You don't do a promo run. You don't do, this is going to be the most legendary show. You don't go to the studio. You don't hire DJ Booth to come in. You don't make this a whole spectacle to say absolutely nothing and then try to play it off on us like somehow we were out of our mind. We don't vibrate at a high enough frequency to understand what you said. Nah, bitch, we vibrate so high that we understand that you was full of shit. And you had nothing to say. You just reacted to the fact that your man was in the news, so you thought capitalize off that. And you know, traditionally, people were going to be looking for you to respond, but you never really want to respond to things regarding your man because you know that you really can't respond because you know that it's crazy. So you responded defending a man with such a rap sheet like that further digs you in a hole. That's what the smart people do realize. That you're using this as publicity, but you're never going to really respond because you know this shit is crazy too. That's the real tea. Queen Radio is a waste of time. And quite frankly, I don't have to listen to another Queen Radio again. But she almost gets me every time to maybe this time she's going to get into some things. And yes, did I want her to address some things? Absolutely. She's done it before. I wanted her to address everything that's going on. You talk big. You had your nigga online talking about Cardi B and Offset. Names and everything was added. Let's talk about it. You talk about the blogs. You say the girls were, doxing your address. Let's get into some things. You're on Twitter throwing shade at people all the time. You the queen. You got all this, you got smoke for everybody. Put it out. But you know that was crazy. You know that was stupid. For your husband to get up there and make a fool of himself on the internet in the name of being tough, and now he can't even come outside. That's crazy. So, Queen Radio, again, another disappointment. Queen Radio is trash. It's been trash. And at this point, Queen Radio will always be trash. I think Nicki should just stick to music. We didn't care nothing about them artists. Hell, she didn't even know all them damn artists. Queen Radio was a snooze fest, and we got nothing out of it but a riddle and a rhyme that no one cared to solve. That's pretty much what Queen Radio was. A train wreck, a disaster. And then to come out and act as if you're just a girl in the studio having fun. No, a girl in the studio having fun is laying in her bed and getting all amped and talking to her fans. No, girl, you promoted this. You had billboards out. You made it seem like you were going. The only reason why people even were expecting you to get into some things is because you made it seem like, girl, you were going to be really talking. And then I think, and this could be the AMP app, but I don't even think there was a proper goodbye. I just think it just stopped. And I don't even hear how the show, I honestly didn't even hear how the show ended. But it was at some point, I didn't even care no more. I was like, girl, this is trash. This show is trash. It was trash. I turned it off and moved on and got ready for my night. Queen Radio was absolutely horrible. And I never want to waste my time like that again. There's really nothing to say. Queen Radio will never be the same because Nicki Minaj does not want to say anything because she doesn't want to be on the blogs. Queen Radio and Nicki Minaj getting into some things is the equivalent of Nicki Minaj saying we're getting a documentary. Hold your breath and die because it's never going to happen. Period. It's a waste of time. Queen Radio was trash. And Kenneth Petty is tarnishing Nicki Minaj's legacy. But she had to make a move because she looked absolutely crazy because of her husband. Period. There's nothing else to say. And I'm not going to keep going because I don't want to start really dragging it. But Queen Radio was trash. And there's nothing else to say about it. There was nothing to talk about. There was nothing to really take away from it. Okay, she had New York artists come. It was way too many people. It was way too much pause, and it was way too much background noise. It was way too much background conversation. She should have eaten before she got there. It was a bunch of goofy shit before she even went online. It was a bunch of whispers and this and that and there to say nothing. Didn't say a damn thing. Wasted my damn time. I was irritated. So yeah, Queen Radio is trash. I don't ever need to listen to another one ever again, especially after you promoted this huge and then say absolutely nothing. Girl, bad. So those are my thoughts on Queen Radio. Trash, 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 trash. Queen Radio has been trash, and it's going to continue to be trash. It was just trash. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe here to this channel if you're not. And follow me on Instagram at The Armon Wiggins Show. And until next time, keep that same energy. And I'll see you soon. Peace out.